is something that is very important to our success journey in life, yet it is not talked about as often as we need to talk about it. And that thing is building resilient relationships for success and growth. So, whether it's in our personal lives or professional life, the relationships we build and nurture can either move us forward, hold us back, or pull us back. So, how do you build great relationships that not only last but thrive and contribute positively to your success journey? Hello, fellow winners. Welcome back to Winning with Funmi, where we journey together towards success, personal growth, and making a meaningful difference in the world and our lives. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our weekly doses of inspiration and practical advices that actually work. Now let's get to the main issue to be discussed today. We need to first understand the importance of good relationships. I'm sure we all agree with the popular saying, no man is an island. This simply means that no one can achieve or no one achieves anything alone, all by themselves. We must understand that behind all of the success stories that we hear or the great people and successful people that we see and aspire to become like, there is a network of supportive relationships that they have built. This relationship could be mentors that guide them or friends who encourage and offer them a shoulder to lean on. It could also just be professional connections that open doors and create opportunities for them to win. A lot of times, it is a combination of all of these groups that supports the growth of these successful people that we know. As someone who is on a journey to win, you must recognize that creating solid relationships is not just a social affair. It is an obligation that is required of you if you must achieve the goals that you have set for yourself. Building resilient relationships is about recognizing the value that each person brings into your life and what you can offer them in return. So, are you interested in building great resilient relationships that will contribute to your success? How exactly do we do that? I am sure you've heard over and over again people telling you that networking is important. You must have heard the phrase strategic networking. A few years ago, I was at a forum where Madam Obi Ezekwesili talked about how the world's most valued possession evolved from just having a strong IQ, which is our intelligence quotient, to having a solid social quotient. And even now, in the present world, it has moved to also having an outstanding emotional quotient. We will talk about emotional intelligence someday soon. But for today, we're talking of our social quotient. You see, that lecture stuck in my memory all this while as I realized that in this current world that we live in, if you have a solid IQ and a good social capital, you will be more valuable than someone who has a good IQ but doesn't have any relevant social capital. That is why it is possible that people who do the same business or are in the same career path as you will experience a level of growth that you, with all of your fantastic IQ, which is your intelligence, your expertise in the trade, or the experience that you've gathered over the years, can only aspire to that level of growth. Trust me, this can be very frustrating. I remember when the rave of doing business on social media just started. I was actively running my events and catering business in a physical site. during that period, And just like many other businesses, I created a business page on a few social media platforms, you know, but I did not seem to be gathering as much attention for my business from those platforms. Physically, I felt I was still doing okay, but from those platforms that I was trying to invest in, I was not getting the required attention that I wanted. But I would see people who were not even as experienced as I was at that time enjoying good business growth. I couldn't help wondering what the problem was. It took a really long while before I realized that the focus of these perceived successful events and catering businesses wasn't exactly in the quality of what they offered, because I was offering quality. I had the IQ, I had the experience, but they were more focused in building a strong and influential social cycle around their business. And that was the missing link for me. My social capital was zero. I had the IQ, I had the experience required, to be the most profitable in that game. But I lacked the social relationships that was needed for that period to push and open doors for my IQ to thrive. Well, that's in the past now, and I have learned and have done better since then. We must be intentional in building great relationships. For introverts like me, come out of your shell. You have to attend events, engage on professional platforms and communities. Don't be afraid to reach out to people who you admire, or people who you look up to, or people that have achieved what you are aspiring to achieve. Engage with them, send that message out. What is the worst that will happen? Find mentors who have walked the paths that you aspire to tread. Their guidance can help you navigate the challenges and give you that leap that will accelerate your growth. You also have a responsibility to play in building relationships. You must offer your support. Relationship is a two-way street. It should never be one-sided. You must be ready to offer support, share knowledge, share your experiences, knowledge and ideas that will lift other people and help them to climb up on the ladder as well. Like they say, what goes around comes around. Give, and it shall be given to you in good measures. Let's not forget that great relationships that will build you, that will contribute to your goal, require, just like any other relationship, require effective communication and good conflict resolution skills. Relationships, communication in this instance is about expressing your thoughts clearly, what you expect from those relationships, right? And most importantly, also being an active listener. Building resilient relationships, have the power to create opportunities for mutual success. It is about leveraging on these relationships responsibly. Don't be a burden on the people that you are in a relationship with. Share opportunities with them. Forget that they are already way up there. If you find opportunities that will benefit them, share with them as well. People are happy to know that you want them to win. People are happy to know that you got their back and you will share resources that will help them win. And in turn, they will be willing to do anything that will also contribute to your own success. Don't forget the place of collaborations. Collaborate on initiatives and projects, that align with your mutual goals. Finally, celebrate people's successes. If you want to be celebrated, celebrate people's successes. This helps to solidify relationships. When people see that you are enthusiastic for their success, the enthusiasm you show encourage them to want to support you to win, because they want to celebrate you as well. Remember, great relationships are not built overnight. They require time, they require effort, and you must have the genuine interest to see other people win. when you want to see other people win, you will win as well. The great relationships that we need to thrive this year and beyond is much more than just networking. It is about building a community that uplifts, that supports, and that grow together. So if you have not already started, you need to start today, because you don't know what role or where the connections you make today will take you to tomorrow. If you have found this video helpful, as always, I would like to ask, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights on living your best life, winning in life, and doing great things. Also, don't forget to share with me in the comment section experiences that you've had in building relationships, or what you plan to do to build great relationships. Until the next time I see you, don't forget to thrive, and remember that together we will win.